Morning guys, another day. We're moving off site today to another campsite still in the Lake District, and it's raining and it's horrible, which is again why we took the awning down yesterday. You can't see the hill that we climbed up yesterday because the mist and the rain has come in, but I kind of like the Lake District when it looks like that. To me, that is what the Lake District is all about. But later on we're going to have a lovely evening. It's going to be about 20 degrees. And yeah, it should be super, super nice. So yeah, just showing you that it's not always beautiful blue skies and gorgeous scenery. We're sort of hunkered down in the van now. Happy, we're having a cup of coffee and chilling out. Gonna have some breakfast, get proper packed up, and then head off to the next campsite, which is in Ullswater. So take care, see you in a bit, and I'll bring you on the journey to Ullswater. See you, bye. Right, so we're all packed up and ready to go. We had to be off site for 12 o'clock at the Hawkshead campsite. Hawkshead Hall campsite it's called. I'll put a link in the description below to the campsites that we've stayed at as well, so then you could possibly stay there as well. They've been brilliant from the social distancing side of things. The toilets and the shower blocks weren't open at Hawkshead Hall, but I believe they are open at the next campsite. We've been alright for the toilet because we've had the Thetford porta potty, which has absolutely been brilliant. No leaks, which is always a good thing. And yeah, all packed up and ready to go. We didn't film it because it was a bit dull and a bit drizzly and a bit rainy, so we thought we'll just get it all packed up and out the way, and not film it this time. Maybe next time there's going to be plenty more adventures to come. So yes, on our way to a place called Waterside Campsite, I think. Again, link in the description below to the campsite that we're off to in the Lake District, just outside Ullswater. Usually it would take about 40 minutes to get there from where we are in Hawkshead, but Pooley Bridge is shut, so we're having to go like all the way pretty much out to Penrith, I think, and then it's not that far, but yeah, we're having to go quite a way out of our way to come back round again. But that's absolutely fine because the roads here are beautiful and you've got great scenery. The weather is actually getting better. The clouds have lifted, so we're getting some really nice views of some pretty decent fells. So yeah, it's going to be a lovely drive. Can't wait to get there. And oh yeah, Olivia and Michelle, they haven't just run away. They've gone to go get some supplies in Hawkshead for the next camp. The drive over to Ullswater was simply breathtaking. The winding roads just seemed endless, in a good way of course. There were plenty of cyclists trying the challenging Kirkstone Pass, and plenty of other camper vans to wave back at too. Ullswater is the second largest lake in the English Lake District. It's about 9 miles long and almost a mile wide, with a maximum depth of slightly more than 60 metres. That's 197 feet deep. Wow. For mountain walkers, England's third highest mountain, Helvellyn, and other challenging peaks are near the lake. The village has ample accommodation, including 2 youth hostels and campsites, one of which we are on our way to today. We have arrived. This campsite's a little bit different to the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot busier, isn't it?
It's a lot busier, a bit louder. It's a lot busier, I'll just say it like that. It's just generally a lot busier. One thing I've noticed though is our thing, the lead that goes from the electric hookup only just reached, and we've got a 10-metre line. So I think we might have to invest in a longer one or an extension. So this is kind of like a water sport place, so you can do kayaking and boating and paddleboarding, and what other things can you do? Swimming, paddling, drinking, having funning, coffeeing. That's the medieval mound there, and then that's the medieval mound there, the same one. How cool is that? There's now a tent on top of it. The campsite was busy but had a nice vibe about it, full of people who liked outdoor adventures, not groups of drinkers out for a noisy camp. The toilets and showers were open, they were clean and well maintained, but we chose not to use them this time for obvious reasons. There is an on-site shop that provides lots of essentials, including wetsuits that you can hire, a range of paddleboards, boats, kayaks, should you wish. Just a short walk from our pitch was Ullswater Lake,
and the rest of the sunshiny afternoon was spent paddling and swimming with the family. I took plenty of photographs and returned in the evening to capture some images of some gorgeous swans. So despite us having small reservations, didn't we have small reservations when we arrived?
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be a bit kind of lively, this campsite, and it actually turns out it's not. It's beautiful, it's lovely, it's full of a lot of water people that like to go wakeboarding and play in the water, and those, it's just a different kind of campsite, and I love that about it. So we've come down to the water's edge, which is literally just a short walk. It's still the edge of the campsite. You can see the tents behind me, they're still part of the campsite, so you can actually camp this close to the water's edge. Look at these, I mean, these guys, look, they're out on the water just enjoying themselves. It's beautiful. Some jet skiers, the dog's loving it. Yeah, everyone's a winner, baby, that's the truth. Loving this site so far. Shame we're only here for one night. Time is it? 6 o'clock? 20 past 5 in the evening. And it's what, 22 degrees-ish, 23? It's hot. It's hot. It feels hotter than that. Bear in mind I'm wearing black as well. But the Lake District is a completely different animal when the weather's like this. Like I said, I think I said earlier on the video that it's not the lakes unless it's cloudy and rainy and a bit drizzly, and I still stick by that. I think it's a different place completely. But now it just transforms into what feels like some sort of alpine place. I don't know how to describe it. It's just completely different and beautiful, and so much more accessible when the weather's like this. So Michelle's going to go see if she can get some wetsuits for her and Olivia. I won't be getting in, but if you can get some wetsuits, that'd be awesome, because that kind of completes the outdoory lifestyle of having the camper, doesn't it? Or the perceived outdoory lifestyle anyway. And then we get some paddle boards, and then off you go. You know, get them on a roof rack on the top. This sky is looking gorgeous. I'm going to come back here later to get some photographs. Beautiful. Oh, just look at this. It's the best view I've had all week.
Why?
Did she manage to get some wetsuits? So they're going to go into the water. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I have to get this. Awesome. Wait a minute. Sorry, so as I was saying, as I was speaking to camera, I saw an amazing shot opportunity to get a photograph. So the light on the furthest fells just looks epic. Absolutely epic. I think it's Helvellyn as well and Striding Edge. Don't know. Those who see the picture, and I'll pop that up now, will know whether it is the Helvellyn range. I'm sure it is the Helvellyn range anyway. So yeah, these guys are popping on their wetsuits now, and they're going to get in the water with wetsuits on to see whether it makes any difference at all, and I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Are you trying? Have you got into it yet?
Nearly. She's left the shoes on.
She's left the shoes on, so she can't get into it. Full-blown wetsuit newbies, that's what we are, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll come back to you when we are in the water with our wetsuits on. Not me though. She's in. The wetsuits work then, yeah? Whether the wetsuits work or not, they're having great fun. It's almost tempting for me to get in, but I'd much rather be in a boat or something. Yeah. Well, there's pointless getting the water off you while you're still in the water. Okay, you dry yourself off in there. Oh! Spanner! come to the end of another day, and it's been an awesome adventure. Driving through the mountains, the girls swimming in Ullswater, and now it's time for a well-deserved and well-earned beer. It's not even been earned, this beer, has it? I mean, I've not really done much today. I've driven and set up the camp. But no, it's always nice to just chill out on an evening, crack open a beer just before tea. We're going to make some dinner, get an early night, and then get back out onto Ullswater again, because I think Olivia wants to get up early and go for an early morning swim. You don't see that every day, do you?
So we've decided to set off home. It's about 12 o'clock. We've just left the site at Ullswater. The weather is just incredible. It's hard to believe we're in the UK, let alone the Lake District, where every time when I went in my childhood it would rain and rain and rain. And it's going to get to about 26, 27 degrees today. It's just beautiful. So me and Liv got up early this morning, and by 8 o'clock we were in Lake Ullswater swimming, which is something that I've wanted to do for such a long time. And on impulse yesterday we went and bought the wetsuits, and I went in the water, and it was just absolutely beautiful. I think we were probably the first people in there. There were a few boats, but certainly no swimmers at the time we went down there. And yeah, it's just been absolutely gorgeous. It's only been 3 nights, but I think it's been really good to test out the van, test out what sort of things we need. Bit of oil. I've been cooking in butter, and I've used a ridiculous amount of butter, so oil definitely next time. And what was the other thing? Oh, jam. So we're going to put some jam.
Definitely jam.
Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just going to show you the weather. I mean, we're just approaching the M6 now to head back down south again, but it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so we'd definitely come back again. We did ask the site before we left if there were was there anything left, and they're only doing 6 days off grid, so we're kind of not at the stage yet of being able to do that. We're kind of thinking we can do maybe 2 or 3 nights at a push off grid if we needed to, but 6 would be a bit of a push. It's been amazing. It's been lovely to have a change of scenery from the house, but bizarrely we both said this morning we're actually looking forward to getting back to the house and just getting sorted.
So we just stopped off at a caravan site called Meadow Falls Caravan and Camping, I think it is. So they take motorhomes and they take tents. We've stayed here before. It's gorgeous, and she's gone in to see if they've got any availability next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's check this. Right, okay, let me check my diary. So I'm working.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, I've just remembered I'm looking now. So I'm working on Wednesday. So update on the Meadow Falls campsite. It's called Meadow Falls, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Meadow Falls campsite. They did have a few dates that we could do, but I'm working. So I'm taking as much work as I possibly can at the moment, obviously being as it is with weddings. So I'm photographing houses and stuff wherever I can, so I don't really want to cancel a job. So she's gone back with the dates that I can do to see if there are any overnights, couple of nights in a row kind of dates that we can do. Fingers crossed we can. That would be awesome if we can, because we love this site. This site is epic. There's a dog run. Everywhere's super clean, and it's really, really well spaced out. Yeah. And we're not that far from Ingleborough, so we could even walk towards it or up it, or Whernside. We've never done Whernside, have we? That would be a nice one to do. So
There's no way I'm going up Ingleborough again.
we went the long way up Ingleborough last time. But yeah, Whernside would be a good one to go up. So yeah, I'll update you as to the situation.
3 nights.
Nice.
Happy?
We're gonna go camping again.
And she's just pinged the email over. So there we go.
Ace.
Confirmation.
So that shows actually that going into the campsites and speaking to the people actually is better than just surfing online. One thing we noticed that the places that were online are the ones that were most booked, because obviously the first thing people do nowadays is Google. The best thing you can do is just go to the sites and speak to the owners, because if you do that, there's a high likelihood that they can squeeze you in like a couple of dates or something. And because we're in the van, we can sort of hop a little bit. So what we might do is do this one and then maybe try and find another one locally that we can go to for maybe a night or something. We're not actually that far away from home now. Ingleton's probably about an hour away from our house. So even if we needed to, we could nip home, get a shower, and then come back out to another site. So happy days. Another pop-top adventure in the diary. Nat. Well done, Michelle.